Babies that are not yet born in the Western world are way more richer than most Nigerian adults. Ask me how. Good day everyone, welcome back to my channel, just another FPS Nigeria. And today, I'm going to be talking about birth control. Most babies that are not yet born in the Western world are already richer than most Nigerian adults. And today, we are going to be talking about birth control. The number of children we are supposed to have, the number of people that we are supposed to produce annually. I'm not God. I just want to give you a clue of how to move out of poverty. My own definition of birth control is having plan of making babies, not just making babies that you won't be able to take care of. There are a lot of babies that doesn't get the proper care they need as a child, as a kid from their parents. Why is that? Nigerian street, there are a lot of kids that are hawking on the street. Look at in the northern part of Nigeria, there are a lot of almajiris just begging for food. They don't even have a proper home, they don't have a proper care as kids. This is not their fault. They didn't have to come to this world, but because of our ignorance and negligences, we have been bringing a lot of kids. This topic is not something new to my ears. I know you've heard about it before. In Yoruba, they call it Fetosomo Bibi. Since when I was a child, I've been listening to adverts, and when you go to hospital, they talk about these things, like have to have control of having kids. In this process, condom was introduced. But has it stopped anything? I don't think so. I think we are not taking this topic very serious, and we have to start taking it serious now, because we have to eradicate poverty in our society. If we don't have control over the kids that we make annually, we will never have control over poverty. Politicians and religious leaders are taking advantage of this, but you didn't see it. We keep impoverishing ourselves unknowingly, thinking it's because of bad government or because work of devil or family issues. It's not. It's because of the actions that we take that we don't really look into. We are making a lot of bad decisions, but we never realize in our society, babies are gifts from God. But sometimes when we make children that we cannot take care of, does that look like a blessing to you? I don't think so. It's when you have kids that you cannot take care of, they are no more a blessing. It's like you are bringing them to suffer. Let us stop having kids that we cannot take care of. You as a person, you don't have a daily income or a monthly income, and you have 2 kids already, and you're also planning to make more. Why? Look at the rate of the way people are selling off their kids on social media these days. Some people are even selling their kids just to eat. Some people are selling their kids to travel out. In 1960, when Nigeria got its independence, Nigeria had a population of 45 million people. But in the 1990s, Nigeria population increased from 45 million to 90 million. It means within the range of 30 years, Nigeria made 50 million babies. Why? 50 million just within 30 years. Now let's fast forward to the year 2000. Nigeria population moved from 95 million to 122 million people. It means within 10 years, Nigeria population added 27 million people to the current population. During that same period of Abacha, Babangida, you know what I'm talking about, very unstable economy, but we keep making more babies. I don't know what was the plan of the government during that period, because why would the government encourage people to make more babies and in that period? I mean, when people are literally struggling to get a job, to get the food and everything, but they keep making more babies. In the year 2020, Nigeria population moved from 122 million to 206 million people. It means over 20 years, another 84 million people was added into the economy, was added into the population. I mean, literally in Nigeria, within 5 months, Nigeria is making numbers of baby that is more than some country population in the world, like the population of countries that have been in existence for more than 500 years. Within 5 months, Nigeria is making the population. Who has been leading Nigeria all this while? They have never really looked into this, because that was a big mess. How can you make as much as that baby in Nigerian economy, in an economy where people are stealing the resources, where the government are not responsible, where we have dubious religious leaders, and yet they are advising people to make more kids? Doesn't make sense to me. Now we're in 2024, and Nigerian population is believed to be 229 million people. Just look at the way Nigerian population is moving. Like, it's just moving. Like, people are just busy making baby. I mean, you don't have enough food to eat, but you still have the God to make baby. I mean, these are religious leaders need to stop that lies of children and gifts from God, because this population that we've made over the years has really made us, has really impoverished our lives. This number of people that will keep producing every year has really gotten us into big mess. Look at us now. We are there everywhere in the world, moving around, looking for daily bread. People are dying. People are dying from accidents, from hunger. Look at the just concluded protest. People are crying of hunger. How do you expect the government to respond to that? How do you expect the government to feed 229 million people? Do you think that really makes sense? I mean, when we are talking about our government, let us also talk about ourselves. We are the government. We have made a lot of mistakes. We have, as a people, as a government, we have made a lot of big mistakes. Look at the number of people we have been adding to our population all these years. It's a big mess. From 1960 to year 2024, Nigeria population moved from 45 million to 229 million people. Look at that number over 70 years. Look at that number. Almost 200 million people was added to Nigeria population within 70 years. There are some countries that have been in existence for more than 1,000 years, but they have never reached the population of 100 million. Somebody has been lying to us about making children. Somebody has been lying to our colonizer population. I mean the UK, not just England, the UK as well. In the year 1960, UK population was 52 million people. It means in the year 1960, UK had more population, they had more people than Nigeria. That was the same time when Naira was bigger than pounds or dollar. We know that time, we used to hear the history. We have always been blaming our government for depreciation of Naira, but we have never admitted that we have been the reason why the Naira has been falling. The UK population was 52 million in the year 1960, while Nigeria population was 45 million. In the year 1990, 30 years later, UK population moved from 52 million to 57 million. It means within 30 years, they added just 5 million people to their population, while Nigeria added 50 million people just within 30 years. Within the same time, in Nigeria, things have really gotten out of hand. How can we make that population and we expect prosperity? During that period when they used to talk about Awolowo, the free education, while Nigeria was the first country in Africa to have a TV channel, Nigeria population was 45 million people. I've read a lot of books about Europeans, how they moved from poverty to a better life. They have also been in this kind of situation that we are right now. There was a time in Europe where they don't have control over their population, where one family can have up to 7 children. But when famine comes or war comes, they see that people dying for no reason because they don't have the capability to take care of the children they are making. And they started to think about a better future. I mean, what is the point of having kids and seeing them dying in front of your eyes? What is the point of having children that will eventually become pollution in the future, or will eventually become a fraudster, or will eventually become a thief? Look at Nigeria's situation now. Things are bad. People are just looking for a way to survive. We have been moving to countries that are not even worth it. A lot of Nigerians outside now are doing things just to survive. I was watching one video of a lady recently that was talking about Nigerians in Canada during that period of winter, while the Canadians are in their country having a good time in their houses. Nigerians are outside delivering food in cold. Why do we have to go through this kind of situation? How many Canadians have come to Nigeria to do this kind of job? But because we have this population that we cannot take care of, people have to look for survival by all means. And this survivor has brought us shame. Look at the way Nigerians are known for bad things. Nigerians are even running to countries like Somalia, Sudan. I even saw a lot of adverts of Nigerians moving to Iraq. If we have controlled our birth rate, we will not be in this mess that we are right now, my friend. So I'm talking to you. If you are somebody of my generation and you're watching me right now, please listen to me carefully. The mistake has been done, but we have to look for a solution. Listen to what I'm about to say and pass it to another person of our generation. Please don't make that child, don't make that baby that you cannot take care of. There's no point of having baby just for you to suffer. Go to Europe, go to America, you see their young people traveling, having a good life, enjoying, going on cruise. You see their old people when they are retired, having a good life, driving nice cars. Because we are too much and we cannot handle it. We are not a productive country. We are struggling. It is not guaranteed for any Nigerian family that they can provide 3 square meals for their family for 1 year. We have always been surviving. I've known my mother trying to survive, trying to find a way to feed us, trying to find a way to pay our school fees. Nothing has been easy for her. And now I'm also in the game now. But I don't want this life for myself. If you're a young person and you're listening to me right now, you already have 2 kids, you don't have a daily income, you don't have a monthly income, you're just waiting for miracles. Please don't make more babies because you are not helping the situation of the country. You are adding more problems. And if you are this person that you have money, you are rich, but you are looking for a child that you cannot, please go into adoption. Let us adopt the ones that we have right now. If you have that money to raise a kid, go to any orphanage home. Take any kid from your family that you see that the parent cannot take care of. Let us take care of ourselves first. Let us stop making babies we cannot take care of, because the Bible says increase and multiply. Look at the population of Israel. They're now up to 20 million. That is the country that advised us to increase and multiply. And they have always managed their population. And that's why you don't see them moving around the world. Anywhere you see an Israelite, they are always with respect. People give them respect because these are intelligent people with very small amount of number. As big as Nigeria is, Nigeria did not wage a war against Israel, and there are very few people, but they have managed to take care of themselves and build a great nation from themselves. My message to you, if you are watching me, please control that your manhood. Either you're a man or woman, please control your private parts. Use protection while you're making love. Don't just make that baby that is going to suffer and at some point is going to remember you as a bad person. Let us help this economy. Let us help Nigeria grow. Let us control the birth rate of this country, because if not, this poverty that we're always crying of will never end. The politician will just come to tell you they can end it. They can never do it if we don't start doing it ourselves. All the richest countries in Africa, Seychelles, Mauritius, Namibia, Botswana, all these countries, they have very small population and they have maintained it. I think because they are very smart people, they have seen that making babies will have brought them into big problem, but they try to maintain their population and they are doing well until now. These are countries that we want to run to, but when they hear that Nigeria is coming, they don't want to see us. Let's forget about this matter of giant of Africa. All these countries know us. They know we are poor. They know we are struggling. They know our numbers. That's why they deny most of our people visa, because they know if they open this way, a lot of people will run. I mean, let just one country give Nigeria visa free and see the number of people that are going to. Look at the number of Nigerians that got visa in this year from the UK. Not talking of Canada. Are we just going to be moving from one country to another? I've never really heard about Nigerians talking about staying on. Since I was a kid, I've been listening to musicians talking about how nice Canada is, how nice America is, Australia. But nobody has ever talked about how nice Nigeria can ever be, because we are too much for that country. We have very small landscape, but look at the population. If we continue to make unwanted babies, there's nothing for Nigeria. We will always continue to suffer and suffer and suffer. If you think God is going to help Nigeria, you are wasting your time. God has nothing to do with you making unnecessary babies. So what is going to help Nigeria is you thinking before you make kids. Control that your manhood, please. Stop bringing more problems to Nigeria economy, especially to the young people of nowadays. Please, let us make a difference. Let us see in the next 10 years if we can control the birth rate of Nigeria, what we are going to get to. If we are talking about the future, let's start now. This is going to be the end of my video for today. Thank you for watching me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, like, and comment in the comment section. If there's something you think we didn't do right, please put it in the comment section, because we are always available to make improvements. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. If you're a return subscriber, please like and share with your loved one, as we bring you more educative, more interactive, more intellectual videos. See you on the next one. Bye.